sorry for you. I mean, what does it do for me?
Well, what we like to say is that there's no time like the present to, you know, come clean.
Hey, so, listen, I don't leave her alone. I don't want to hear another word of this, okay? It's me you want. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's better that you heard it this way.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
That doesn't lead anywhere except to the temperature control system, right?
Right. Hello?
Except it doesn't really lead there because you had the vent sealed off while it's being repaired, right?
What the hell is your point?
My point is, what are you shouting for? Nobody can hear us.
You got a better idea?
Yeah. Sit still, calm down, conserve our energy, and just wait. Somebody's bound to come looking for us.
In a wine vault?
There's a real reason you're bound and determined to beat down that door. Have more to do with the company you're being forced to keep.
Oh, of course not. I'd be locked up with anyone. I'm glad it's you. If it was one of your sisters, I'd be too petrified to think. And if it was your brother Ted, we'd be at blows in 15 minutes. Is it 15 minutes yet? Look, sonny boy, since we're here, instead of coming to blows, why don't we come to an understanding?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I also pray to you for strength, Father. Strength to keep my vows, to respect the covenant I made with you, and to resist the temptation that you and your wisdom are putting before me. I'm only a man, Father. I have a man's weaknesses and a man's needs.
While the candidate's campaign director calls the allegations, quote, just more election year fluff. I'm Lydia Saunders. We'll have these...
How about some lunch?
No, thanks.
So what did Lydia do now?
Nothing.
Nothing you couldn't do better, I'm sure.
I think we'd be better off changing the subject.
Look, darling, I know you'd rather be back at work, and you will be soon. It's just a matter of...
It's not a matter of that, and you know that very well.
It's the threat.
What if he does this to another woman? All because I ignored him.
Eden, you can't make yourself responsible for what this man does or does not do. He wants to draw you out in the open. He wants to make you a target again.
All I know is that I lose either way. Either I do what he wants or I do what you want.
You know, I thought we agreed on this.
No, we didn't do any agreeing. I'm sorry. I know that you love me and you want to take care of me. But somehow in this process, I have become irrelevant.
How would you like to wake up within spitting distance of Sugarloaf?
You want to move to a ski resort?
I'm talking Sugarloaf, Carnival, Rio
De Janeiro?
by the
Rio
sea.
de Janeiro? Oh,
you
I've
got
always
it.
wanted to go there. I've always wanted to go anywhere in Rio. When?
Tomorrow.
When can we...
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, what about Brandon? What about Brandon?
What? Our junior partner in crime? We take him with us.
Wait a minute. Mardi Gras in what? February, March? March.
Well, darling, I guess we're just gonna have to wait.
We're gonna stay in Rio till March.
Yeah.
What about Sonny?
We'll have him send our shares.
What about your job?
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh, come on, Keys. We can't pull Brandon out of school for 6 weeks and take him to some strange country where he doesn't know anybody and he doesn't speak Peruvian.
Brazilian. Portuguese. It's not a concentration camp. He'll have us. He won't be alone.
Keys, children need more than parents to feed them and make sure they don't run out into the street. They need a home. They need their friends. They need stability.
You're right.
It was a nice idea, though.
No, you're right. Brandon needs a normal life. So do you.
I don't want a normal life. You.
I I guess it's time for me to say a few things that I should have said a long time ago.
Such as what?
Well, that I've always thought very highly of you, Dad. You're a true patriarch. I'm proud to be a Capwell, and I'm glad you're my father. I love you with all my heart.
You trying to get my goat or what?
No. I said I think very highly of you. I think you're a true
Well, you
patriarch.
can't, Mason. Do me a favor, please. Patriarchs belong in the Old Testament.
I'm speaking from my heart, Dad.
Just shut up, please. I need a drink. Should have known better than to talk to you anything serious.
I'm deeply wounded.
Enough with the sarcasm, all right? Look, Mason, you want to make me feel old and washed up. It happens automatically. All I have to do is look at you and see a grown man with the mind of an 8-year-old.
I don't know why you're rejecting me in what may be our final hours on Earth.
Oh, do me a favor. Shut up, please. Shut up. This is like one of those sick French movies your mother used to drag me to. Now, if you cannot say anything intelligent, would you please keep your windpipe shut and let the wine breathe the rest of the oxygen that's around here?
Oh, sit on it, you old coot. Give me that.
You're on a wagon.
This may be my last drink, since there's no hooch in hell. It's rock gut anyway. I can't believe I was going to trade my mouton for that.
You got no taste, Mason. You got no taste. You got pretension. But you don't have any taste. No taste in the whole world.
I have no taste.
Mm-mm.
I, Mason Capwell, have no taste.
You heard me say it.
Well, listen to this. How often at night, when the heavens are bright, with a light from the glittering stars, have I stood there and gazed, and stood there and mazed.
You're back.
Yeah, I forgot this.
Is something wrong?
Actually, yes.
What?
I don't know if this has ever happened to you. Oh, probably. I'm sure there's a lot of women who get crushes on you. Just beside the point. The point is that that doesn't happen to me that often, so I guess I'm slow to recognize it.
Recognize what?
I have this friend.
Mm-hmm.
A new friend, actually. And I've come to feel very close to him in a short period of time. I probably shouldn't say this to you.
No, please do. Tell me.
Well, like I said, I have this friend, and we've spent a lot of time together, even though we don't know each other that well. He knows me well enough. He knows Samantha, and he knows Mason. But he may have feelings for me that are...
They go beyond friendship.
Yes.
Even though he knows that you can't return those feelings?
I assume he does.
Well, has this subject come up between the two of you?
No. And if it did, I'm afraid I wouldn't know what to say, because it would hurt me very much to lose him as a friend.
Why would you?
Because I can't.
But if he cares about you as much as you seem to care about him, then he would know that you can't help the way you feel about Mason. Or about him.
Maybe he does.
And maybe the thing is that he can't help the way he feels about you either. So I don't really think that the subject will probably come up if it hasn't come up before, because I think probably the friendship that you two share is just as important to him.
You're probably right. I mean, it's probably stupid of me to even worry about it. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Thank you for listening to me.
Yeah.
affair is also irrelevant. I learned that the hard way.
We talked about this. We discussed it thoroughly. We came to a compromise.
Wait, now think about this. If I do most of what you want instead of all of what you want, is that a compromise?
This is not about who controls you. That's not what this contest is. I thought I had the right to speak by virtue of the fact that I love you.
Have you ever stopped to wonder whether that's true or not?
If I love you? No, I don't.
Maybe you should.
Look, let's narrow down what we're talking about here, okay? I think this is fairly important.
Sometimes I just think our marriage is gonna fall apart. Because you don't remember who it is that you fell in love with.
What am I doing?
Do you remember me? Do you?
Of course I do.
I was running Daddy's business. I was running off to Europe at the drop of a hat. I would stay out all night dancing. I'd take out his boat. I learned how to fly by myself.
We can do all those things.
It is not about we. It is about me. If you loved me then, how could you possibly love me now?
Baby, you're not making any sense.
No, I have turned into this mousy, frightened of her own shadow, scared to death person.
No, that's not true. Circumstances have changed in a bad way, the way they sometimes do. You have not changed. You're the same woman you were when I met you.
I am not the same to me. What do I have? What do I have besides you? I have this job that I'm not even qualified to do in the first place.
That's not true. You do an excellent job.
The only reason I'm on the air is because I was raped. That's my drawing card. Ask anybody.
Hello? When? Yeah, I'll be there in 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Do I even have to ask? Somebody got raped, right?
Where are you going?
Where do you think?
I'm telling you, I can pay. Well, then find somebody that does know something about explosive, for God's sakes. I can put together.
What is the matter with you?
It's not what you think. I've been investigating the arson case.
No. What is the matter with me? Why do I keep falling prey to the thought that there is something redeemable about you? You have a lot of nerve using the word A-R-S-O-N in my presence.
Julia, I need your help.
I couldn't, even if I wanted to. And I wouldn't, even if you hadn't tried to kill me yesterday.
Listen, if anybody did try to start that fire, I'm sure that they didn't know that you were in the room.
Keith, babe, doll, let's stop dancing around the obvious. You are about to lose your career. Yes. You see, I have been placed in your office to investigate you. And it turns out that they really didn't need me anyway, since what they came up with was so much bigger and better than ordinary incompetence and plain old everyday graft. In fact, I don't even know what it is, do you? Okay, so much for the fleeting thought that you could be the victim of election-year dogfights.
What is the timetable?
You are not listening to me. I'm not in the inner circle. What I managed to dig up on you is just little eensy-weensy teeny little potatoes.
Go ahead, gloat. You've earned the privilege.
That's not why I'm here. I came from the chief investigator's office. I've been removed from the case. But they've asked me to be ready to testify regarding charges of arson and attempted manslaughter, which means that they probably have the evidence they need. If not, they're damn well sure they're going to get it. So, if you have any intention of making a deal, I'd say this is a good time.
Gee, thanks.
You've really got your dial set on self-destruct, don't you?
Oh, I don't know. What can I do? What kind of deal can I make? Maybe get 40 years reduced to 30? Where would that leave my family?
It's amazing. I really didn't know you cared.
Wyndham. I'm Inspector Castillo.
Now what? You've got to be number 10.
I'm sorry. We worked very hard to get the procedures right around here for you as well as for us, but it kind of throws us when an assault victim refuses medical attention.
A doctor won't find anything. Am I being penalized for not having any broken bones? Do I have to be unconscious before somebody will believe me?
No, it's not that.
Look, I know that I was stupid. I couldn't help it. I just felt so dirty and so used. I couldn't come here the way I was. I guess I didn't realize that going home and washing to make myself feel better would ruin any chance I had of making that animal pay.
Again, I'm sorry. Please don't misunderstand. There are other ways of building a case. We take the crime of rape very seriously around here.
Yeah, right. You mean this month? And that's only because that TV reporter keeps... What did you say that your name was?
My name is Castillo, and that reporter is my wife. So you can see we do take the crime seriously around here. Now, what can you tell me about the man who attacked you? If you don't feel comfortable talking to me, I'm sure we could send someone else in. It might put you more at ease.
Do you promise me that you'll see this through? And that you won't tell me it's my own fault and just let it drop?
I promise.
All right. He's somebody that I met at a little bar and grill down by the docks. I made the mistake of being friendly. I even got his name. I suppose it could be a phony, but it's just not the kind of name that you forget.
And what is that name?
Kane. He said it was Kane Garver.
Now, Chris might have my head for acting like an interfering mother-in-law, and he might be right. And I'm not setting myself up to ferry messages between the two of you. I'm really not. But believe me, he has no complaints about you. He loves you to distraction. He thinks everything that you do is absolutely perfect. And I think he curses himself that he can't give you the blissful, uneventful lifetime that he'd like to. Honey?
I'm all right. Really.
Cruz is a wonderful man. And his wife is every bit as wonderful as he is.
Excuse me, Sophia, but visitors are not allowed on the set. Would you like me to show your mother where the visitors' room is, or maybe another
Lydia,
time?
we're fine.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Protect my daughter from me?
From you or anyone else who annoys or upsets her. And now, excuse me if this time I made a mistake.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Mother, I'm the ratings star of the month. You know, I'm bigger than breast implants or prostitutes with AIDS. Just ask Brent.
Speaking of Brent, we've got a bit of a problem.
What?
The obligatory update this afternoon on the status of the rapist. He wants you to read it.
Well, you can just say no, refuse to do it. You don't have to be exploited, Eden.
You know, I agree. Why don't you read the local news and I'll come in with it when you finish. And I have as much weight to pull around here as Brent does.
No, how about if I read it, but I write the copy?
Eden, no. Look, I'm not one to normally take the high road, but this is out-and-out exploitation. Besides, you don't want to look like you're delivering a direct threat to this man, do you?
I've been striking out at everyone around me. I'd rather be striking back.
Go away. So, what have you done now, Keith Damon? It figures. It figures.
I hope with your decline in morals that perhaps your manners might get better. Didn't your grandmother ever teach you how to dress? What do you know about my grandmother? I was sorry to leave you to take care of her. I was still sorry to leave her to take care of you and your sister, but some things can't be helped. The body wears out, you know.
You can't be my mother.
Why do you think you got that face? What do you think? God makes an accident like this twice? I don't care if you believe me. I got more important things to worry about.
Like what? You're dead.
A woman's work is never done, and I mean never. I used to be, I had 4 rooms. 4 rooms to fuss and worry about. Now, well, what do you care? You're just like your father. You never knew the meaning of a doll.
It doesn't mean as much as you thought, Mom.
You never knew the meaning of hard work either.
Tell me something, Mama.
Don't start. I am not here to answer every question you please.
Just tell me one thing. What is the meaning of hard work? I mean, what is your reward in paradise? To make you honorary scrub woman or something?
I don't have the law after me, do I?
No, ma'am.
I own my own home, didn't I?
Yes, ma'am.
You and your sister and your grandmother got pretty much what you wanted, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am. Except for you and my father.
Well, you'll have to ask him about that. It wasn't my doing. Well, maybe it was. Maybe I drove him away. Figured it was for the best then. Maybe you could have learned something from... But would you like me to tell you the meaning of hard work?
Yes, ma'am, I find that I do.
The meaning of hard work for me was that you would never have to know the meaning of hard work. Now, whether that was a curse or a blessing, I don't know. But, I'll tell you this. Life won't be as easy for your fancy wife and your little boy. It is time, Keith Damien Timmons, that you learned how to take things like a man.
You know something? I was little when you died, but I was still glad.
Don't feel bad, boy. So was I.
I think Julia knows.
What?
How I think about her, how I feel.
How did you tell her?
No, I think you probably think I should. It's not good to bottle up feelings. Right?
Well, Michael, that dumb I'm not. Some feelings are better left bottled than unbottled. So what happened?
I don't know, maybe she doesn't know, you know. I don't see how.
Would it matter?
But maybe. I'd want to know what she'd think.
Why, Michael? What would you do different?
It's how I would feel. If she thinks that I'm ridiculous,
She wouldn't think that, Michael. Why would she? You know, if all you're wondering is whether women can return the attraction, the answer to that is yes. Women notice you all the time.
No, I'm not thinking about them.
But, Michael, Julia has Meyson. And even if she could return the romantic affection, what would you do? Leave the priesthood? Michael?
I just feel so dishonest. When I'm with Julia, I got my vows.
Michael, celibacy isn't the reason that you took this job. You took the job in spite of it. You know, and acknowledging that it's difficult, that isn't breaking any vows.
Well, what can I do for you? I need you to come with me.
Sure. Let me just clean up this mess. Where are we going?
Well, there's been a complaint brought against you, and we're gonna have to investigate it.
No. Come on, does this have to do with the Major again?
No. The woman's name is Ellie Wyndham.
Ellie? Oh.
What's her problem?
She says she was raped.
She was raped when? Where?
According to her, it happened here. And it was by you.
She's lying. You know she's lying, don't you?
Well, what I think doesn't matter. We're gonna have to go to...
No, it matters to me. Tell me you believe me.
Homosexuals, the story at 5.
And now, back to the Emmy Award-winning Santa Barbara.
Kane, I can't help you if you're not going to help me.
Then the hell with it. Do what you want.
I want you to take care of business. You didn't talk to a lawyer. You won't give me a statement.
Why should I? Why should I? My best friend doesn't believe me. What makes you think anybody else...
Give me something to believe, then. You met her at Johnny's. What happened?
She came on to me, okay? Isn't that what all accused rapists say? You know, this is a routine you're gonna go through a lot because this town is rape crazy. They're looking for rapists behind every tree. And you're no different.
Yeah, well, I've got a good reason to be looking, wouldn't you say?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You think I raped Eden?
Sir?
Yes, Bill, what do you got?
I wired Chicago, like you said. I thought maybe you want this right away.
Thank you.
No, that's all right, Mrs. Cobb. He must still be at the office. Fine, and give Samantha a kiss for me. Thanks. Irene, it's Julia. Is Mason in? Not at all? All day, huh? Yeah, he left the house at noon saying that he was on his way. Maybe I misunderstood. No. No message. Thanks.
For courting
Courting's a
is pleasure, and parting is grief. And a false-hearted lover is worse than a thief. A thief, he will rob you.
You know something, Mason? You sing like a coyote who has the runs.
I do not.
You do, here.
Are you trying to corrupt me?
No, I admire your self-restraint.
My restraint comes from the fact that your $1 million wines aren't fit to dress a salad with.
Oh, you're evil, Mason. You're evil. You got bad blood.
Mm-hmm. You got bad breath.
That's very funny.
I like it.
Let me see. Yeah, you're a flint-hearted son of a fly-catching green-lipped lizard.
That would be you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
And you're a patch of moth-eaten mange with a head like a house cat.
I like your beard, though. Yeah, maybe you should make it go up a little higher. Maybe come up to meet your eyebrows.
You got a face to make a freight train take a dirt road.
Oh, that's very good. I like your suit, Mason. Why don't you take out the hanger?
You know, I thought I was seeing double one time. It turned out to be your chin.
Oh, Mason, son, now listen, I'm telling you.
Wait a minute. I'm on a roll.
You're on a roll? How about a bagel?
No, I'll take the roll. We don't have to worry about freezing down here. We can always shave your head and knit us a sweater.
We can always shave your chest and knit us a fingernail warmer. One.
That's not funny.
No, it wasn't, was it? I know. You know something? With this lousy singing, we can't rouse anybody. We're in a lot of trouble.
No. Somebody will come along any minute. You watch.
You notice something? It's taking a little work to breathe. Oh, boy, what a way to go.
We're not going anywhere.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm not. At least I'm in the company of, the one man in the world that, even with the ego that I got, I consider my equal. Well, actually, sometimes better than my equal.
That's something I've been wanting to say to you, too, Dad.
What?
Would you put your shoes back on? Now I know why they died with their boots on. Hey.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, I have a very important meeting with СиСи.
First of all, the only meeting he would ever have with you would be at your funeral or your execution. Secondly, I have an appointment with him at 4:30.
Sophia, it's very important that I see him. I really do.
Fine, I'm sure you have some snapshots at home.
worry, Sonny. I'll get you out somehow.
Since the medical evidence is non-existent, your entire case will depend on this sworn statement and your testimony.
So?
So I spoke to a Sergeant Grimsby in your hometown. Actually, he's from Chicago, which is not too far from where you grew up. Does that name ring a bell?
No, I don't think so, no.
Well, that's odd because he remembers you, Ellie. Or Eleanor, I guess he knows you as. He's still angry that that judge gave you no worse than probation when you were convicted of perjury. It was that shooting case where you were the only eyewitness except that you were caught and paid for.
It's still a lie.
The judge felt sorry for you. The court shrink said you were, quote, a pathological liar,
No,
unquote.
Forget it. Just forget it. I have been raped. I have been through enough to deal with your stupid system.
Believe me, I'm not going to let you walk away from this.
You! I'm gonna talk to you!
Wait a second.
Please don't let him touch me.
Why are you trying to ruin my life?
You look at him and you tell me he is not the type. He is a power freak and
You act like
Stop it, Kate. You get out of here.
Do what he wants.
You better hope you never run into me again. Enough!
Because the fact is that a great deal of foolishness about rape and this rapist has been uttered in the local press, some of it by me. We are not, after all, in the hands of some unspeakable malign force capable of bringing great municipalities to their knees. Rather, we are dealing with just another criminal, one twisted mind, one angry man arrested in infantile fantasies of power, completely devoid of significance except in his ability to inflict pain. It's time to cut him down to size. Don't romanticize him. Don't even pay him an extravagant compliment of fear. It is time, way past time, to put an end to this particular brand of terrorism and remind ourselves who really wields the power to change our lives for the better or worse. We do. I mean Castillo. Thank you, Eden. We'll be back with sports and weather in just a moment.
What was that other stupid song Daddy used to sing?
Oh,
When the
red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along.
I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's okay. I'm on my way out. Bye. Come on, Sophia. Did you notice something missing? Cece's not around. Wake up. There she is. Oh, yeah, good girl. Go all the way to the gazebo. Look, the other guy was already here. We already covered this part of the neighborhood.
Mrs. Timmons.
No, I don't want any. I like dirt.
Yeah, so I hear.
FBI?
You come with me, please?
No, look, hey, I can't. I mean, I've got places I have to go. I'm in the middle of doing something very important.
More important than getting the answers to the right question?
Brandon!
Where are you going, Mom?
I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I couldn't leave you here alone without adult supervision, now could I?
Since when? Anyhow, I've got baseball practice.
I'll get your mom home as soon as I can.
No rush.
Sweetheart, look, I need you to do me a favor.
Mom, I got practice.
Brandon, this is very important. I want you to go over to Cece's and ask him for a bottle of Chateau Lafite out of the wine vault.
What?
It's very important, Brandon. Make sure it's out of the wine vault, okay? You see, this nice man, he's coming over here for dinner tonight, and we don't have a drop of wine to serve him.
All right.
Hey, see if you can get a 54.
Sorry. The filament was already burned out anyway. Watch where you step, boy. You see, you might track glass through your office. Yeah? That's a damn fine office you got there, boy. What do you make? You make 50 thou, 70 thou a year.
Stand still. I want to look at you.
What for?
You look so old.
I'm so old. You're older by 15 years than I was when your ma had you. How much did this set you back?
What was I when? I must have been like 4, 5 years old, I guess, when Katie was born. I can't even remember what you look like.
You had a hard life, boy. I guess that was my fault.
No, it's okay. I understand why you left. I knew our mother.
Not another word against your mother, boy. We've all had our crosses to bear. I was hers. She was yours. And I'm sure you're somebody else's.
And why'd you leave?
You just jump right in there and get personal, don't you, boy?
Was it because of me and Katie?
You know, it felt like the right thing to do at the time. Yeah, Casey, I didn't twiddle my thumbs and think why I did what I did, you see. My generation, they were too busy for that kind of thing.
That's... My wife bought me that.
What?
That's... silver plate that isn't sterling. What are you doing here? I mean, what do I owe the honor of your presence?
Well, I tell you, it wasn't my idea. You got anything to eat?
What do you want?
What do you got?
I've got a crisis on my hands. I have 12 hours to figure out what to do. You know, I haven't thought about you in 30 years. I don't think another 30 is going to be a hardship, so do me a favor and disappear.
Well, I've done that once before.
And you know how.
You still don't get it, boy. It doesn't matter what I do, you see. I'm all yours. You see, when you were growing up, you always wanted to be exactly like me, didn't you?
So?
You are. So stop asking me why I did what I did. You better ask yourself why you're fixing to do the same thing.
Destined to live, all tonight.
Gina? Brandon?
This is goodbye. And no one's seen him?
No, I've tried everywhere. He's not at his office.
Well, you know, it wouldn't be the first time he said one thing and did another.
No, I don't think he's making an excuse this time because I'm the one that forced him to go to the office in the first place.
Well, if he said he didn't want to go there, then maybe he didn't.
You think I'm overreacting?
Well, no, I just don't think that that's unlike Meyson.
When you talked to him the other day, did he say anything or do anything that might give you a clue to...
Julia, I don't understand Meyson. I never have. Now, you claim to, but you seem to have trouble keeping tabs on him anyway.
No, I'm sorry. Look, I just don't think it's a very good idea for you to come over here.
No, you're right. Oh, God, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm dumb. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
Give it up, Mason. Save your strength.
For what? Should have been out of here by now.
A lot of things I should have been never were, my boy. This, here, you and me, I mean, this room, this afternoon, was almost one of them. That much I can't regret.
I'm just a dumb guy. What can you say?
No, you're not a dumb guy. You're always right. And so am I.
Yeah, but when I saw you on the air, when I heard you, I knew where you went, you know? I was glad. Sometimes you impress the hell out of me. Anyway.
Tonight, Robert Stack recaps the escapades of famed hijacker D.B. Cooper on Unsolved Mysteries, followed by Highway to Heaven and an NBC special, Destined to Live.